My family arranged a surprise day to humiliate me, and in front of 50 people my father pulled out a sheet of paper and began reading my sister's praises and a list of my mistakes. I was sitting in the front row. All eyes were on the stage. And then slowly they shifted to me. It was happening in the backyard of our suburban Ohio home. White tents were set up across the lawn. A large Costco cake sat on a folding table with "Celebrating Success" written in blue icing. I had thought it was for both of us. I was wearing a simple blue dress. My sister Emily stood in white as if she were the real reason for the day. My father took the microphone and smiled. Today we're gathered to celebrate our daughter Emily's accomplishments. People clapped. I clapped too. Then he pulled out a second page. And there are a few things we as a family need to learn. I understood immediately. This was about me. If you've ever sat in silence while everyone judged you, stay with me and subscribe. You'll want to see what happened next. He started reading. Sometimes stubbornness holds a person back. Bad decisions can damage a family's reputation. The crowd grew quiet. I folded my hands together in my lap. My mother was seated up front, a faint smile on her face. My sister stood with her eyes lowered, but the corners of her mouth were lifted. Then my father said my name directly. Sarah quit her job last year. Sarah broke off her engagement. Sarah tends to make difficult choices that affect all of us. A few people nodded. Someone murmured, "Oh." I tightened my grip on my phone in my lap. I knew this was planned. The week before my mom had said, "Be ready on Sunday. Something special." I had thought maybe it actually would be. My father turned toward Emily. In contrast, Emily has always made us proud. She completed her master's degree. He secured a great job. She has never embarrassed this family. The applause came again. Emily blinked rapidly, performing emotion. I stayed quiet. I didn't say a word. I just listened. Every sentence was about me, but framed like I was a cautionary tale for children. 50 people. Members of our church. Neighbors. Cousins. All of them watching. Then my father read the final line. "We hope that one day Sarah will learn something from her sister." No one laughed, but some faces carried that soft look people wear when they think they're being sympathetic but they're actually judging. I stood up. My legs were steady. I didn't take the microphone. I simply said, "If you're going to read the list, then let's hear the whole truth." The room went completely still. I unlocked my phone. I played the recording I had kept for 3 weeks. The audio was clear. My mother's voice. "Emily, don't worry. Sarah's engagement wasn't going to last anyway. We'll damage her image. We'll tell everyone she's unstable." Then my father's voice. "We just have to make her look irresponsible. That way your promotion news stays front and center." A few seconds later, Emily's voice came through. "If she quits her job, even better. Then everyone will say she can't commit." No one moved. I didn't stop the recording. The next part played. My mother again. "On surprise day we'll target her subtly. Nothing direct. Just examples. People will figure it out." I turned it off. Not a single person spoke. My aunt slowly pushed her chair back. The pastor from our church lowered his eyes. Our neighbor Mark looked at his wife like he was asking if that had really just happened. Emily's face drained of color. My mom stood up. "That's taken out of context." For the first time I picked up the microphone. "That is the context. You made a plan. Today wasn't about me. It was about making me the example." My father's jaw tightened. "You're humiliating us." I answered evenly. "No. I'm playing exactly what you said." I looked at the crowd. I left my job because the company was shutting down. I ended my engagement because he cheated on me. I never damaged anyone's name. The silence deepened. My mom grabbed Emily's hand. Tears filled Emily's eyes, and this time they were real. No one was asking about her promotion anymore. 5 relationships ended in that moment. My aunt turned to my mother and said, "We weren't told the truth." The pastor refused to shake my father's hand when he approached him. 2 cousins who had always sided with my mom slipped out without saying goodbye. And Emily's future mother-in-law, who had been sitting near the back, stood up and left without a word. I placed the microphone back on its stand. Surprise complete. I didn't return to my chair. I walked straight out. My SUV was parked in front of the house. I opened the door and got inside. My hands were calm on the steering wheel. In the rearview mirror I saw the house. The tents were still standing. People were gathered in small clusters, talking in low voices. No one was laughing. After that day everything shifted. My father called me 3 times. I didn't answer. My mom sent a message in the family group text saying there had been a misunderstanding. No one replied. Emily's engagement ended 2 weeks later. Her fiancé's mother made it clear she didn't want her son marrying into a family that hid the truth. At church my father's reputation changed. People still said hello, but the respect wasn't the same. I didn't lie to get revenge. I didn't invent anything. I simply played what they had already said. I live in a small apartment in Columbus now. It's not big, but it's quiet. I started a new job. I have fewer people in my life, but they're honest. Sometimes I think about what would have happened if I had stayed silent. Maybe everything would have looked normal. But that version of normal wasn't for me. It was a scene where I was always the example and no one asked questions. That day I said 1 sentence. I played 1 recording. 5 relationships ended. Maybe more will. But at least now when I walk into a room I know no one is standing there with a secret list waiting to read it out loud. If this story moved you or reminded you of your own strength, please take a moment to like and subscribe. Your support truly means more than you know. It helps these stories reach others who might need them. Thank you for reading, for listening, and for being part of this journey with me.